What if I told you there's one fish, affordable, available almost everywhere on Earth, that doctors, longevity researchers, and nutritionists quietly call one of the most powerful foods for people over 50? It's not salmon. It's not tuna. And chances are, it's been sitting in your grocery store this whole time ignored. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, why it matters so much after 50, and the simplest way to start eating it this week. Stay with me, because this one might genuinely change how you feel. Welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is about living better in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, with practical, science-backed information you can actually use. Today, we're talking about sardines. Yes, sardines. And before you click away, I promise you, what you're about to hear will make you see this tiny fish in a completely different way. Why after 50, your body needs this. Here's the truth about what happens to your body after 50, and why food choices matter more than ever. First, muscle loss. After 50, we naturally lose 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every year. This is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest predictors of falls, frailty, and loss of independence as we age. Second, inflammation increases. Chronic low-grade inflammation is linked to heart disease, arthritis, cognitive decline, and even certain cancers. It quietly accelerates after midlife. Third, bone density drops, especially for women after menopause, but men are affected too. Osteoporosis affects over 200 million people worldwide. Fourth, brain health becomes a priority. Memory, focus, and mood are all influenced by what we eat, and the risk of cognitive decline rises with age. Now here's the remarkable thing. Sardines directly address all 4 of these challenges. Not one, all 4. The nutritional powerhouse. Let's break down what's actually inside a sardine, because the numbers are genuinely extraordinary. Protein. A single 100-gram serving of sardines gives you around 25 grams of complete protein, the kind your muscles need to rebuild and stay strong. That's comparable to chicken breast, but with far more additional benefits. Omega-3 fatty acids. This is where sardines truly shine. They're one of the richest sources of EPA and DHA, the 2 forms of omega-3 that your body can immediately use. These fats are critical for reducing inflammation, protecting your heart, and supporting brain function. Studies consistently show that higher omega-3 intake is associated with a slower rate of cognitive decline and lower risk of heart disease. Calcium. When you eat canned sardines with the bones, and the bones are soft and completely safe to eat, you're getting a remarkable dose of calcium. In fact, 1 serving can provide more calcium than a glass of milk. This is vital for bone density after 50. Vitamin D. Sardines are one of the very few foods that are a natural source of vitamin D. Most people over 50 are deficient in vitamin D, which affects bone health, immune function, mood, and even heart health. Sardines help fill that gap. Vitamin B12. A single serving provides more than 100% of your daily B12 needs. B12 deficiency is extremely common after 50 because stomach acid, needed to absorb B12, decreases with age. Low B12 leads to fatigue, poor memory, and even nerve damage. Selenium and CoQ10. Both are powerful antioxidants. CoQ10, found naturally in sardines, supports heart health and cellular energy production, something that declines significantly as we age. This is not a superfood that costs $40 a bottle. This is a can of fish that costs less than $2. Why people avoid them? So why don't more people eat sardines? 3 main reasons. 1, the smell. Yes, sardines have a strong aroma. But here's the thing, not all sardines are equal. Good quality sardines packed in olive oil with a simple preparation are far more palatable than people expect. 2, childhood memories. Many of us associate sardines with our grandparents. A tin opened in the kitchen, eaten plain. The memory isn't always pleasant, but the way we eat sardines today has evolved enormously. 3, marketing. Salmon gets the celebrity endorsements. Tuna gets the big advertising campaigns. Sardines? They've been quietly sitting on shelves, unsponsored, unfashionable, while being arguably more nutritious than either. The irony is that in many of the world's longest living populations, in Sardinia, Italy, in parts of Japan, in coastal Mediterranean communities, small oily fish like sardines have been dietary staples for centuries. This is not a coincidence. How to eat them. Here's the part that stops most people. How do you actually eat sardines without feeling like you're suffering through a health food punishment? Let me give you 5 genuinely delicious ways. Number 1. On toast with avocado. Mash sardines with a fork, spread on whole grain toast, add sliced avocado, a squeeze of lemon, and a pinch of chili flakes. This takes 5 minutes and tastes incredible. Number 2. In a Mediterranean salad. Toss sardines over a bed of mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, olives, red onion, and cucumber. Drizzle with olive oil and red wine vinegar. Light, fresh, and deeply satisfying. Number 3. Stirred into pasta. Sauté garlic in olive oil. Add sardines. Break them down into a sauce, toss with pasta and parsley. This is a traditional Italian recipe. Simple, rich, and deeply flavorful. Number 4. On crackers as a snack. Whole grain crackers, a piece of sardine, a thin slice of cucumber, and a dot of Dijon mustard. A perfect protein-rich snack between meals. Number 5. Mixed into scrambled eggs. This sounds unusual, but try it once. Flake sardines into your eggs as they cook. Add herbs. It's warm, protein-packed, and genuinely tasty. Buying tip: look for sardines packed in olive oil, not sunflower or vegetable oil. European brands from Portugal, Spain, and Morocco are especially good quality. Wild-caught is always preferable. If the smell is a concern, rinse the sardines gently under cold water before using them. How often should you eat them? Most nutritionists recommend eating oily fish like sardines 2 to 3 times per week for meaningful health benefits. That said, if you have a thyroid condition, gout, or are on blood-thinning medication like warfarin, please speak with your doctor. Before significantly increasing your oily fish intake, omega-3s can affect bleeding time, and sardines are moderately high in purines, which affect gout. For the majority of healthy adults over 50, 2 to 3 servings per week is an excellent science-supported target. The bigger picture: there's a concept in longevity research called nutrient density, getting the maximum nutrition from the fewest calories and the least expense. By that measure, sardines may be the single most efficient food on the planet for people over 50. Protein for your muscles, omega-3s for your heart and brain, calcium and vitamin D for your bones, B12 for your energy and nerves, all in a small, affordable, sustainable, and low-mercury package. Larger fish like tuna and swordfish accumulate mercury over their long lives. Sardines, because they are small and live short, lives have among the lowest mercury levels of any fish, making them safe to eat multiple times per week. If you're over 50 and you haven't been eating sardines, I'd encourage you to try them just once this week. One of the preparations I showed you with an open mind. You might surprise yourself. Your heart, your brain, your bones, your muscles, they're all asking for exactly what's inside that little tin. If you found this video useful, please give it a like. It really does help this channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. And subscribe if you want to keep getting practical, science-based health content made specifically for people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. Drop a comment below. Have you ever eaten sardines? What did you think? I read every comment. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.